Alright, so welcome back everybody to Hop In issue 13. Without further ado, let's get into the comic books. So first we're going to start off with Go Go Power Rangers. Now, I know some of you guys are like, Go Go Power Rangers, what are you talking about? Well, it's a new comic book series that shows us the background story of the Power Rangers. So if you don't know, there's already Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comics that's out. I believe it's up to 17 issues, probably 18 issues now. But Go Go Power Rangers gives us more detail in the background of pretty much the everyday lives that the teenagers have to go through. So, we find out that how they all experience and get to know one another after Rita Repulsa and Zordon comes into their lives. So, during the whole TV show, we would watch them and then, be a little touchy sob story, and then it gets right to the action. Well, this comic book is mainly focusing on, those sob stories. Like Trini, she has a family. What does she have to go through? The relationship between her and her mom is touched on just a little bit in the first issue. Kimberly, obviously her relationship with her parents that we only kind of got to know about in the TV series, but it's more shaped up in this comic book series, as well as her own standalone Power Rangers Pink comic book that she has out. Pretty much touches on the basis of her, her relationship between her parents and whatnot. Then we get to see Billy and his growing up. He's a teenager. He's younger than all the rest of the Rangers. I don't know if that was established on the TV show. Not to my knowledge that I remember, but the Power Rangers, we get to see each and everyone's own experience. We get to see Jason, he's the leader. So what type of things does, he have to worry about? And then Zach as well. Right now, Zach's kind of mellow, chill, laid back kind of a cat. So, that information, I guess, will be established in the previous or in the upcoming issues out. 3 issues in, we're looking at a total of have the price $11.97. It's a great comic book if you want to get to know just exactly what they have to go through. I think this is excellent. Not a different comic book, but a more behind the scenes what these teenagers have to go and have to deal with. So definitely go pick up Go Go Power Rangers. All right, we'll move. Next, we're going to be talking about Batwoman. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's a lot in the Batman family. You have Nightwing, you have Tim Drake, Robin, you have Damian Wayne, the current Robin, you have Jason Todd, a previous Robin who's now known as the Red Hood, and also, Batwoman. So the 2 issues that I want to talk to you about is issues 6 and 7. Now this all has to do with a tie-in that has to do with Detective Comics. So definitely go to your local comic book store and pick up Detective Comics. Pretty much this story arc that in particularly talks about Tim Drake coming back. For those who don't know, it was recently found out who Dr. Oz was. It was revealed in Action Comics. Dr. Oz has been playing a big role in Superman's life and pretty much everybody's life because Dr. Oz has been taking different people out from different characters, and Tim Drake was one of those people who was taken from Batman. So it was all to believe Tim Drake died, but he actually didn't. He was taken by Dr. Oz. I don't want to spoil who Dr. Oz is. If you guys want to, want to find out on your own, you can go to your local comic book store and pick up the recent action comic titled Hope. Action Comics Superman titled Hope. I currently right now can't think of the actual issue number. Anyway, Dr. Oz is revealed, or just go on YouTube and check out Comic Historian, or Nerd Sync, or whoever it is on YouTube. Check out their videos because they talk about it as more. But Batwoman in particular, what happens is Tim Drake comes back, which we'll find out soon. About November-ish is what they're talking about for Detective Comics. Tim Drake comes back, and pretty much in the future. This is the far future. This is after he comes back and we find out what happened and all that. And the Batwoman comic issues, past two issues, 6 and 7, we find out that there's a future where Batman, Bruce Wayne, is dead. Now this is in the storyline. This is in current. This is not in an alternate universe. This is it. Bruce Wayne is dead. Gotham is now ruled by Tim Drake. There's an upper half where he rules, and he doesn't want no bull crap. You know, he doesn't want the murders, he doesn't want crime, none of that. And then there's a lower half of Gotham where, you know, he said, you know, pretty much they don't want to follow him. So he said, I'm gonna need you guys to not step over this boundary, this border, because once you do, you're now in my territory, and I have the right to punish you if you are causing crimes. So, you know, obviously, Batwoman's not down with that. So it's in the future. I don't want to spoil too much, but I want to get you guys to hop in. So definitely go check out Batwoman issues 6 and 7 all together. Right now, it's going to cost you $7.98. It's a very great, intriguing storyline that's about to occur, and it has tie-ins. Obviously, it has to do with Detective Comics, and hopefully it will touch a little bit on Action Comics as well, because Dr. Oz. Up next, we'll be talking. Speaking of the Batman family, we're talking about Titans. Now, recently in the previous story arc, Bumblebee, or B, I can't think of her name. I'm trying to tell you guys about the comic book and I can't even think of her name. B is a previous Titan from like the older days, and she stepped out. Her and her husband stepped out of being Titans. You know them if you watch the Young Justice series. They were in the season 2, and she something like the Wasp, but she's not a Wasp. She's a bee, and I'm gonna call her B. So she and her husband are out of the hero world. They don't want to be part of it. They somehow get caught into it because her powers are developed due to rebirth and not being new 52. Her powers are developing, she can't control it, so she goes to Hive, which is pretty much Hydra or, you know, whatever, but in the DC universe. And what they're doing is they're taking all the powers of certain heroes or certain meta-humans who can't control their powers but want help. So they go there, they, you know, they draw the blood, they do some work, and they give them a suit. Now they can control the powers. In return, the Hive gets the power. So it turns out, the story arc after that, we find out who is the secret spy for Hive. It's one of the Titans. I don't want to give it away. There's about 6 issues that you guys need to check out. That will be issues 10 through 15, and 15 is revealed who that secret Hive agent was. But it's in a good way, so it's not like, oh, he's part of Hive, oh, the corruption. No. It's just a little bit, and the way that he tries to set it back on Hive, it's amazing, because obviously, comics. It's definitely a good read. You should definitely check it out. All together, it's going to be $17.94. But if you pick them up individually, you know, 2 comic books at a time, 3 comic books at a time, you know, it's all exciting. Or you can just pick up issue 15, because this comic book kind of explains what happened previously. Or if anything, just pick up 14 and 15 and you'll get the gist of it. It's an amazing comic book. The Titans, you won't be disappointed or shocked. I think they're trying to wrap this up just a little bit because Batman Metal has everything to do currently right now for DC. And that's why I'm saying everything's connected. So go to your local comic book store and give this a look. Last but not least, we have Captain Phasma. Now, this is an amazing beginning story arc, because if you guys are any type of Star Wars fans, then you know that this upcoming December, we're going to have the movie that's going to be released, Star Wars The Last Jedi. Now, Captain Phasma pretty much is going to give us a little inside story on what leads into the next, you know, this movie. So, you know, some comic books, mainly Star Wars, because right now they're the only ones that I can think of that are doing it, are giving us little details of what's going to happen in the upcoming movies. and they'll title it. So like Damon Poe, the TIE Fighter, uh, his comic book is leading into what's going to happen in The Last Jedi, but Captain Phasma gives us a different background for pretty much the dark side of the Force, or for the bad people background. And she's a little shy, a little shady. Like she, so we all, if you've seen the movie, we know what happens. Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Finn get her to lower the shield so that the TIE fighters can come in and, start to blow up the ship. So she's like, listen, the first comic book is like pretty much, after this is all done and taken care of and whatnot, they're going to look back at the records and see, well, just how in the world could they have disabled our shields and got in here? Somebody had to set it up. So they're going to, they're obviously going to check the database and see that it was Captain Phasma who lowered the shields. So she deleted all that information. She's like, I'm not about to get caught. She deleted all the information, and she tried to blame it on somebody else. It's a little shady. I'm like, wow, like it's funny and it's kind of serious, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I mean, it's 2 issues out now. It's going to cost you $7.98 because it's $3 a piece, or $3.99 a piece, and we have only until December, so we're talking 2 issues now. It should wrap up probably just before the Star Wars Last Jedi comes out, or probably in November. So definitely stay in tune for that. Yeah. Alright, so pretty much I just posted up a video, Batman Day. You should definitely go check it out. I'll probably have it around here somewhere. Click on it and go check it out. It was just Batman Day. Me and my family, my wife and my daughter enjoyed ourselves. Some great pictures we took there, and I was able to get my comic books for this week. Now, the reason why I didn't get a chance to do Kev's weekly pool of last week and the issues of hopping last week was because my work schedule. I figured, hey, I'm off on the weekend, plus I'm going up there on Saturday. I'm not going to burn my gas, which really wouldn't be a problem, but I figured if I'm going to be up there on Saturday anyway to do the Batman Day, I'll just leave these 2 videos to themselves and just do Batman Day. So this issue of Hop In is coming out now, and later on this week there will be an issue of Kev's Weekly Pool. So I definitely can't wait for you guys to check them out. Please watch it, support the channel. I normally don't ask for anybody to do this because I do this of my own free will, and as long as I'm keeping on a steady, constant basis, YouTube isn't going to get rid of my channel. So that being said, please like, subscribe, and tell your friends about it. If your friends like motorcycles, because I do talk about motorcycles, leave down in the comment section below if you want to know how to get into the motorcycle world. I have videos for that as well. And also, just talk to me about comic books. In a couple of weeks, Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl is going to come back out. And just last Thursday, Gotham was out, and it was an amazing start. Now, I probably won't do reviews. I might do reviews. Who knows? I might add that into Intune. Let me know. And the comment section is down below. If you guys want to know if you want me to do reviews, I probably won't do reactions to them. My review would be an action, and I'll probably have some pictures posted up on the side. But I kind of leave that for more professional YouTubers like Matthew V. Hayes, Clockmaster, and Pagey. I know there's many more YouTubers like Leon's Final Word. I hope I said his name right. Forgive me if I didn't. But yeah, so maybe I might do that. Let me know in the comment sections below. As always, I've been Kev. You've been you. Let's stay in tune.